Peace be with you everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Trevor, really grateful to have you here, and today's video is going to be 10 cheap or affordable hidden gem fragrances, so stay tuned. Okay, so we have 10 affordable fragrances. This is all going to be $50 per at least a 50 ml, so $1 per ml. A lot of these are like about half that. So I'm going to start things off with this first one in the number 10 spot here out of these 10 hidden gems. This is the only one on the list that I don't really wear myself. However, I do think it's well constructed, high quality, good scent profile. It's just not one that I gravitate to. It's in the same wheelhouse as Greenly, Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue for Women, and the Intense version, and Sun Java Blue from Frank Olivier. This is Enrico G Green Rain. So it has that really tart green fruitiness that the rest of those three fragrances have. This one, however, has a peach and a powder tone to it. There's an added fruitiness from a peach in addition to the apple, I think papaya as well, and then both a creamy and powdery textural feel that makes this a lot deeper and a richer of a fragrance. Honestly, this is probably I prefer this over the Dolce & Gabbana and the Frank Olivier. I almost prefer it over Greenly, but Greenly has this sort of fresh cut grass thing going on, and I appreciate the bitterness in that, as opposed to this one, which I think is a little bit sweet for my tastes. But if you are in the ballpark for that wheelhouse of a fragrance, I think this is definitely one worth checking out, and for sure hidden gem. Okay, the next one, I think this one's a little bit not quite difficult to get, but you do have to go directly to the seller's website. This is Patrick Cologne from Fragrances of Ireland. Maybe not the distributor's website, but I know there's one website that sells these for $40, and then like after shipping it's still going to be right around $50 for 100 ml. But this is a really beautiful fougere fragrance, fresh spicy fougere, a lot of just your classic elements: oak moss, geranium, lavender. I think there's some of the more spicy aspects to this from, I think it was like nutmeg, but very beautiful, fresh, clean, soapy Irish soap accord, and very elegant, nice dent in there, especially for the size collection that I have. Absolutely adore this one and think this is for sure a hidden gem. A little bit it borders old school, but I've heard this is like a more updated version of Paco Rabanne's Pour Homme, their fougere, which I haven't tried yet, incidentally. So next, Chypre from Therapia by Aroma. This is this is probably my favorite in the list. Pretty good dent in there as well. This is $30 for 100 ml. You have to get it from their website. Also, I don't know if they ship outside of the US, but this is a absolutely stunning floral patchouli clean laundry combination, kind of like a earthy, like a Western Amouage reflection, man, is sort of like what I get here, like a French version of that Middle Eastern composition. Absolutely elegant, beast mode, freshy, and a beautiful floral fragrance for men, but easily unisex as well. Check that one out. Alright, another indie house brand. This is Work from Hawthorne. This is the Aromatic and Woody from their Work collection. Olivier Guillotine is the perfumer. He has done many fragrances for Tom Ford. I think Noir de Noir, Fougère d'Argent, and Tobacco Vanille are under his portfolio. This is another one in that realm. This is sort of a Green Day Chanel, or a Polo Intense minus the mint is sort of like what this one is. This is the most expensive, being $50 for the 50 ml, but there's always coupons running for them, so you can usually get this for cheaper. And I think if you look on eBay, a lot of the time these show up for under 40. So definitely look into this one for sure. This is Aromatic and Woody from Hawthorne. Okay. This one is definitely the hardest to find. It's dried up at most of the discounters, but you still might be able to get it on eBay and Mercari, but it is definitely a hidden gem just because it's getting scarce and rare. This is Robert Talbot. I've spoken about this one on the channel quite a bit and even done a full review. This is more of a lemon take on Terre d'Hermès. Removes the dirty, earthy quality and makes the citruses in here a lot more bright and lemon-like versus orange style. Kind of poor performance, about 4 hours. Lingering 6 at max as a skin scent after that, but definite compliment getter, high quality ingredients, and a beautiful woody freshie. That is Robert Talbot for men. Okay, next one. I've also done a full review on this one. It is a guilty pleasure of mine, and I think I rated it a little bit harshly when I first looked at it because I was comparing it to Titans like Gucci Guilty Absolute and Tom Ford Ombre Leather. But this is a standalone leather in its own right and definitely a hidden gem. Also kind of scarce and hard to find. It's from a Spanish brand, I believe. This is Jafra Absolute Leather, so also quite a big dent in there. I picked mine up on eBay for around $40. It used to be on Amazon. It's very nice, sweet brown leather, if that makes sense. Like how ombre leather, you definitely get more of a black plush leather. With Gucci Guilty Absolute, you get more of like a dry, cracked brown leather. This is like a nice plush, almost freshly stained brown leather. It has just like this very nice citrusy top to it. Makes it almost like a year-round versatile type leather, and just it has this really nice sweetness to it. That borderline's a little bit syrupy just because of the synthetic quality ingredients in here, but overall, it's not synthetic in a harsh, bad way, I would say, and this is definitely worth checking out. And for sure, during this upcoming autumn and winter season, this is a beautiful leather. And like I said, guilty pleasure of mine, one I put quite a dent in, and I think is a standalone scent profile amidst those others that are kind of common in the community at the moment. Next, this one, I found out about it from Smelly Cat. I'll link his channel in the description. Shout out to him for putting me onto it. This is Haramain Junoon Oud. So Junoon Oud is a Bulgari Tiger clone, but it brings patchouli and Brazilian rosewood to the mix. I think adding a really nice, rich dimension to it, a mature sort of sophistication and depth as compared to Black Panther from Alexandria and Suspiro's Vibrato. I actually haven't smelled Tigar, but from among the three mentioned, this is my favorite by a long shot. Also, the more expensive side of this list, this is going to be $50 for a 75 ml at Joma Shop is what they're running for now. But yeah, like I said, just that sparkly, beautiful grapefruit and ginger, and then a nice depth of earthy, kind of sweet quality patchouli and Brazilian rosewood. So that is Haramain's Junoon Oud. Okay, I think we've got 2 left on the list. This one I'm looking forward to busting out this autumn. This is Pascal Marabito. Pascal Morabito, I think another Spanish house. Sultan Noir. So this is, so people compare this to red tobacco. I can kind of see that, but this is really more very light and airy, very soft and close to the skin, very cozy and comforting. A juicy amber with a little bit of like a green apple nougat in the middle there, like almost like the type of green apple you'd get in a Laffy Taffy or a Jolly Rancher, but it makes it's not like off-putting or juvenile or sweet or synthetic like that. It's just like a very nice nougaty, tart, apple syrupy center inside of a very nice powdery set of autumn spices. There's iris kind of textural feel in here. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. But like I said, it is kind of like an intimate scent. It is long lasting but close to the skin, I would say, but perfectly captures that autumnal glow. You can just see it there, that ambery sort of scent profile. And also, it used to be under $20, I think, when I got mine, but it's gone up in price a little bit. I think it's still under $40 though. So definitely hunt this one down. This is Pascal Marabito's Sultan Noir. Okay, I think we are closing in on the end of the list here. This is number 10, another one I've spoken about quite a bit. Perhaps not quite as hidden as the rest of these, but definitely not as talked about in the men's side of the FragCom. This is Versace Versense. So this is my number 1 pick for the Versace Man Eau Fresh DNA. I think this one was perhaps like launched in conjunction with it as the women's version. This is my favorite, above Man Eau Fresh, above St. Kitts, above Star Walker. I haven't tried Aura Fresh from Aroma yet, but from all of those, this is my favorite. It adds a really nice kind of oily olive wood that runs through it, that gives it this really nice smooth quality, and then a floral green component also that just makes this more wearable in a longer stretch of the warm season, because this is perfect in the springtime when you still are looking for that kind of airy floral quality, but then also perfect running out through the summer because it has that same freshness that Man Eau Fresh has. And again, this one's a little bit more expensive, around $50 for the 100 ml. I luckily found mine for $40 for the 100 ml at Marshall's in the rack store, so maybe keep an eye out for this one as a rack store find. It's probably going to be the best price that you'll get on it. So yeah, definitely recommend this one for sure. And like I said, I would say these... Oh, wait a minute, do we have a... I think we still have one more to go on the list. I don't think I mentioned this one. Taos 1920, the Origin Eau de Toilette, another one that I've been mentioning quite a bit on the channel lately. This is an updated Issey Miyake's Pour Homme, L'Eau de Pour Homme. So this takes that 90s classic, kind of removes the yuzu and replaces it with grapefruit, and then reduces the floral components immensely, and ups the aquatic tones, and I think adds a little bit of an ambroxan in the base that kind of gives it that static-y cloud of attraction, almost like a strobe light that presents the fragrance a little bit further. But this one, I think probably is the #1 most complimented in the list, maybe tied with Junoon Oud, I would say. Certainly a hidden gem, like $30 I want to say, but my preferred take on the L'Eau de Pour Homme, I prefer this over the original, and the Eau Fresh flanker to the original, so definitely check this one out as well. Alright, now that definitely wraps up the list of these top 10 hidden gem fragrances that are affordable. Let me know in the comment section down below if you've tried any of these, if you have any other recommendations for hidden gem cheapies, and as always, I appreciate you sticking with me to the end of the video. I hope you got some value out of this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.